it's Deepika, and today's video I am going to be reviewing a bunch of products that I've basically gotten recently and been wanting to try and kind of turning it into a makeup look by putting it all together. Learned a lot of things about these products. We're exploring a lot of the recent trends. There's the lipsticks that change colors, there's the sparkly rose gold shadows, etc, etc, etc. There's a lot. So this is going to be longer than normal, so I apologize for that, but I think it's going to be really informative. So let's get started. Okay, to start, I'm going to use this product from Tarte, and it is actually part of their new athleisure collection, which is really cool. The whole idea is that this is makeup for right after you go to the gym, and that's exactly what I would use this highlighting primer for, because it really gives you a nice glowy, dewy look. And then I'm using this Estee Lauder BB cream. So the issue with this is that I can't really tell if it was something I liked or disliked, because I disliked the sponge so much. So I'm not sure if the BB cream was splotchy and the coverage was good or not. I will say that the color of it was great. This Silisponge situation that I'm using here has been so hyped up recently, and I've been trying to explore different sponges to see what the hype is all about, or if it's just a fad for Instagram people to get clicks, let's be honest. And so the consensus is exactly what I thought. I had to put it down and pick up a makeup brush. It was not okay. I mean, the one thing it does do, which they say, is that it makes it so you don't use as much product because it's not soaking into the sponge, but it's also not applying it properly to your face. My face looked so splotchy. You guys definitely don't recommend it. So now I'm using this Lancome. It's a color correcting product, but they only sent me the one that was for light skin tones. So there's actually one that's darker, that's orangey red, which is really what I would use to color correct, because I have a lot of grayness around my mouth, as you guys know. So I'm putting it everywhere I would color correct my face. Got rid of the Silisponge, and I'm now using this Sigma Beauty's version of their beauty blender, which is cut up really interesting to make it so you can get into certain crevices of your face. I was impressed with this sponge. I was excited that it was able to reach certain parts of my face, and it did perform really well, so I was impressed. It's the only thing that I've ever tried that came even close to Beauty Blender. To me personally, I still prefer the Beauty Blender 100%. The material on that is just 1 in a million. So you guys can see that when I blend it in, that it actually just kind of falls as a concealer because the shade is so light. It's not really as a color corrector. So essentially, I literally used it as a concealer on my face because the color of it was kind of a yellowy, perfect undertone. So instead of being a color corrector, it ended up being a concealer. So there's that. But I am excited to one day try the color corrector that's actually orangey red, so I need to get that soon. And then this was probably the biggest disappointment of everything. It's the Laura Mercier translucent powder, the medium tone. I really was rooting for this, you guys, but as you can see, when I put it under my eyes, it's not gonna set for people with my skin tone, as it's just too dark. It looks like a bronzer. It worked fine for the rest of the face, but I'm not a baker, so I'm not someone who cakes it on under my eye, but even just one swipe, you can see that it does not match my face, unfortunately. So I just kind of used it to set the rest of my face lightly. The Pixi Beauty MaryamNYC palette, which I am obsessed with. Hands down one of my #1 recommendations from a drugstore product. The shade in there for contouring and bronzing works perfectly with my skin tone. You guys can see the brush that the palette comes with really works great with the product. High quality. You would never think it was drugstore, to be honest. And the color of it is really great for my skin. And like I've told you this guys is before, is that she made it so it does work on her skin. So I use the yellow in the palette to set my color corrector since I don't have concealer on, LOL. And then I use the blush, which to me in the palette is my least favorite of everything. It kind of just looks like more of a pinky highlight on my face rather than a blush, which was beautiful. So it just depends what you're looking for. So just an FYI on that. Then I'm using this brow pencil from Trestique. So the few things I love about this brow pencil is the fact that it has a really great formula pencil on one end, and on the other end it has the gel to set the product on your face and also make it so they look more feathery and less drawn in. Those two things are why I'm obsessed with this product, and I've used it at a shoot with my partnership with Trestique, and I was really, really pleased with how it looked in the pictures and stuff. The one thing I didn't even notice, you guys, until I was watching this video, was that it is more brown than taupe that I usually do on my brows. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Let me know in the comments below if you guys noticed that or what you think about it. But I'm obsessed with the dual-ended concept of Trestique. Like, I just love that. It's so convenient. Then to this beautiful, sparkly, metallic foil shadows from Stila Cosmetics, which is the first time I used it, and I was obsessed with it, you guys. This color is so stunning. I think it's like a kitten color. All the shades and descriptions will be in the description below. Everything from the formula to the payoff to the pigmentation to the actual packaging and the way it's easily able to apply onto your face. It's epic. I could even use this on my lips. It's that beautiful. This Smashbox gel liner is something that I'm really into. You guys can see how clean it goes onto my waterline, and the great part about it is that it stays there. It doesn't run. It really is an always-on gel liner. I was really impressed, and it's really hard for me to be impressed with the liner. So this Hourglass liquid liner, I was really excited about when I tried it, tested it when I got it, and did unboxing, because it was a really precise, super, super pointed product, and the formula wasn't running when I swiped it on the palm of my hand. The one thing I will say is that it's really, really precise. So it just depends on what kind of liner you're into specifically. For me, because I have big old eyes, I had to do a lot of layers and coats to get it to the size that I want it to be. But I think most people want things that are precise more than not. The formula of it is stunning. This Flirt Cosmetics lipstick trips me the heck out. You guys, look at my face. I am tripping out. It literally changed colors as it touched my lips. There was 3 different colors they sent me. I loved them all. I think the shade is beautiful. I'm obsessed. Then this Eyeris Beauty came out with my glue thing. They have their own lash glue. Love it. Love their lashes. I'm obsessed, and the lash glue really worked really well. The one thing I will say is that the band on the lashes are thick, and for day-to-day purposes, I prefer to use lashes that are don't have that band, that thick black band, and they look more natural. But for events and stuff, these are really beautiful and in your face, and the glue worked wonderfully. I feel like I should do these videos more often where I'm like just testing out a bunch of products I have and putting it all together and see what happens, because I learned so much today about a lot of the products that I have sent to me. Some of the stuff was amazing, some of them not so much, but I'm glad I got to kind of real-time review it with you guys. So I hope you guys like this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you want to see more of these videos, what you're thinking. Be sure to subscribe to my channel as always, and I will see you guys next time.